with the army, there's always a hidden agenda. Even though Sidaristan was officially neutral, military intelligence was suspicious and dying to get a closer look. The four of us, already officially AWOL, just happened to fit the bill. Instead of sending us to prison, they gave us an offer that, you know.
So, explain this one more time. First, they're angry with us for going into Siduristan, but then they send us back in.
They want us to find Zavomir Sidar.
Zamavir Surgisay?
Zavomir Sidar, father of the people, local dictator and all-around creep. Officially, he's neutral, but he's been playing both sides in the war for a very long time. Maybe his luck ran out. Anyway, we're here to persuade him to come in with us, all undercover style.
So now we can go in and no one's gonna mind.
Officially, the army's got nothing to do with this. If anyone catches us, we're still AWOL. Now let's find that observation point.
And we are back into the wonderful world of Battlefield Bad Company. We've now been sent back into Sidaristan, which is surprising. I can't really put it any other way than it's surprising. I mean, this is one of my favorite levels on the map, and we're going to be going shopping here, you know. Let me just take a look and show you guys some of the guns that we're going to be able to get today. Because there's a lot of them. Guns like the M24, guns like, you know, the MG3 and the PP2000, which, yes, that's a gun, the Neosted 2000, the PKM. Oh, boy. Not the Spaz 15 that comes later down the line. The UMP and the VSS, which I think is essentially just the sniper version of the AS Val, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong about that. This is probably one of my favorite levels. Actually, no, it's probably my favorite level of the whole game, so I'm gonna shut up here for a second and let you kind of enjoy this opening experience, if you don't mind.
Is that a golf course?
Of course it's a golf course. That's what dictators do. Build things they really don't need while their people starve.
Hey, there's our chopper.
It's flying really close to those bases, though.
It shouldn't be a problem. Officially, they're on a search and retrieve mission. Sidaristan guys won't touch it.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this.
Shit. Oh, shit! Shit!
Mike 1 Juliet, this is Bravo 1 Charlie. Looks like these guys ain't neutral anymore. Over?
Bravo 1 Charlie, this is Mike 1 Juliet. We know. Now get moving and find Sidar and...
Yeah, but how do we get him out without an extraction bird? Over?
I was getting to that. There are 3 enemy SAM sites. You take those out, you'll get your extraction chopper. Eventually.
Roger. Out. Okay, there's the first one. Back away, soldier.
What'd you just tell me to do, bitch? I'll fight you. I'll get up in your face and I'll fucking pull this trigger right now. Look at me with those fucking eyes, you fucking moron. And you two have me. Don't you go blow shit up. And Sweetwater, just shut up before I pull the fucking trigger. Okay, we got what we need to do. Let's get going and blow up those SAM sites. And also collect some objectives, or collectibles. They're not the objectives. Slide on down and let's get going into easily my favorite mission in the game.
Sharp, guys. There's a lot of activity
Partially because of the menu theme, the strings version of the Battlefield theme, it sounds really, really cool. As well as some other later sections are also really fun, as well as the abundance of guns in the map. It has a great variety of collectibles. The opening sequence is really fun. The closing is really really fun. And honestly, I think this is probably the climax of the game. And it's fun. It's fun. It's good. It's just at the right pace, you know. It takes everything that you need, takes everything that you want out of the Battlefield game, you know, and just cranks it up just enough, you know. And this is also where we get more introduction into the light machine guns of the game, even though earlier on we were able to get access to the M249 saw. Weren't we? Yes, we were, on Actinon Burma. I almost forgot about that. I can't believe I forgot about where to find Sweetwater's M249. But we start off simply enough, taking out all the bad guys, all the Russians or Siduristanians, blowing up the SAM sites, and this mission, interestingly enough, takes place on a golf course. And up here at the top there's going to be a light machine gunner, and he has the PKM, and this is a really fun gun to use. It's just really good, and it did good in the multiplayer, and it does good everywhere. It shreds people. It's got a really interesting reload. Well, for me, it's interesting how normally the belt feed is from the left, rather on this gun it's on the right. And it makes appearances in lots of modern shooter games because it's just a damn good gun, and I think it's the standard light machine gun of the Russian army, although I'm probably very, very wrong about that in terms of just like everything, because I don't know jack shit about guns. But yeah.
We've got infantry approaching.
Indeed, they are blowing you to pieces, but you're also blowing them to pieces, because another fun thing about this level, I mean, it's not like the other levels didn't have that, because I think in Crossing Over you could, yes, in Crossing Over you could drive tanks, and I think, not in Actinon Verba, and not in Welcome to Bad Company, but this map has a fuck ton of tanks, and a fuck ton of shit to blow up with your mortar strikes. So you can use a heavy tank, you can use a light tank, you can use a Vodnik, you can use a secret Russian high-octane killing vehicle. You know? You can take care of all that and use whatever means necessary to get around the map and get around to killing all the Russians. And okay, it's really weird how, wait, actually no, it's not weird now that I think about it, because it's probably like early morning, and then as the day, that's one thing that I never really stopped to pay attention to, is the day cycle in the games. It starts off, like, it's something so, inconspicuous, and it just, like, isn't at the forefront of your mind, but once you pay attention to it, as you progress through various areas of the map, the lighting changes drastically, and it goes from this early, mid-morning kind of dusk, or not dusk, dawn kind of look, to very clearly in the afternoon around like a 1 o'clock or a 2 o'clock kind of time, 11 o'clock noon kind of deal. And obviously here we're going to complete the objective and blow up the mortar, SAM station, and then I'm an idiot, and we're going to go and get the M24, but to do that we have to swim a lot. A lot. finally we arrive here off on this island in the far corner of the map, and here we get access to a gold crate, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, as I was saying earlier, the M24 with an M9 sidearm, which is lots of good fun.
There's the last one.
Wait, what happened? How did I even die? What was that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I still respawn right in front of the base. And here we go, getting ready for our third objective where we have to do battle with a light tank and some missile turrets and general baddies. I don't think there's a gold crate here, but I don't remember.
Mike 1 Juliet, this is Bravo 1 Charlie, over.
Bravo 1 Charlie.
There's more extensive examples of, you know, Haggard and Sweetwater being really good friends. I mean, who else is going to be mimicking golf swings during a mission briefing in a tactical, air quotes, tactical, first-person shooter in 2007, 8? So yeah, this actually probably was pretty tactical. Okay, the first time I tried this section, this gave me so much frustration when I was, you know, 8 years old. Okay, so number one, why is the barrel of the tank being able to shoot me through a building? And number two, I mean, well, never mind. But yeah, I used to not know how to guide the mortar strike to the tank, and that made things weird and difficult, but you know, when you're 8 years old, you don't always know how to play video games, but it was still really fun to do and have the laser designator to take out a T-90 heavy tank, which was just unbelievably uber cool. And also, the MG3 shreds, I did not know that you got to be able to get it that early on, and it's just a 200 round laser beam. It just destroys people. It's just a chainsaw of a gun.
We're not exactly equipped for all-out war here. Over.
There's a supply station close to your current location. I'm uploading the coordinates. Get over there and stock up. Over.
Affirmative. Out. You heard her. Let's go shop. All right, we're here. Take a look and see if you can find anything useful.
Useful? I will indeed look for that, because man, there is a lot of stuff around here. Let me give you the rundown on what we got going here. Okay, so in this big, you know, security complex, we got the PP-2000, which is an SMG, super cool, shreds people. We got the NS-2000, the Neosted, which is just broken. I mean, it's a double-barrel pump shotty that just turns people into confetti. Off over here, we got the MG3. If you didn't pick it up earlier, you could find it here as well, which is really, really cool. Off in this other bunker, you can get yourself some tactical binos, or for a laser designator. Or I think that's where the laser designator is. Off in this back house, you can pick up a PMM or PKM off one of the bad guys, as well as get access to the VSS, which is a sniper rifle here in this game. Fully automatic, which is interesting, and it, you know, is suppressed and does suppressed sniper things. There's also an AT-4 if you didn't get access to one of those and you wanted that back. And then off here by the tanks, there is a repair tool and your classic M416 that you get at the start of the game. And if you want to go back to having an assault rifle, this is the gun that you do. This is the gun that you do.
Sarge! Can I drive one of these? No, I promise I won't scratch it. I think my insurance will cover me.
I need you on those guns, Haggard. Marlowe, you're the designated driver. Think you can handle that?
Anybody got any aspirin? That was close.
And then I'm just going to make sure that I restock on some ammo before I get going here and drive the rest of the way through the tank section and start encountering some more big baddies, like other T-90s and other light tanks, which there are a lot of. It essentially becomes a server for World of Tanks, pretty much. And if you want to trailblaze a little, there will be a little pedestal up here up on one of the greens of the golf course, and you can find yourself a repair tool, which is pretty cool if you need to repair your tank. But there's also the M16. One of the few incarnations of the M16 that I know of that have where it's fully automatic and it has that classic M16 design with the carrying handle and the more rectangular front of the gun with the M203 underneath it. And yeah, I am going to take some time to repair my tank because it's taken damage because I've been fighting tanks and getting RPG'd by, you know, the Russians. Repair your tank. Don't get your gold because the gold isn't here. I lied. That's later on down the map, which I will show you. Pick back up your AT4, whatever your equipment is that you will want to use, and then continue on your tank destroying rampage of this beautiful, beautiful golf course. Here we go, another fun section here. It's a place where you can get, it's got two houses, it's right off of this main golf course, and you can get two MG3s. There's one in the front, one in the back, and then you can take out these enemies here in this little installment, and if you can switch over to light tank, you can keep going to another heavy tank. There's a bunch of options here around. You can pick up a Sega 20K or an AEK. There's just options. That's the beautiful thing about this level, is it's just options, options, options. All that your heart could possibly desire. And the map just looks beautiful. It's such a beautiful scene. It's such good design, as well as you get to drive around in golf carts, which is pretty fun. And you have some of the more humorous moments of the game, especially with, you know, Haggard and Sweetwater doing golf swings, and, you know, calling the laser designator a big ugly flashlight and getting to fight a bunch of tanks, and then obviously, you know, later sections in the game, which are really, really, really cool, which we'll be getting to here as we approach Caesar's Palace, which isn't actually Caesar's Palace because we're not in Rome or in Las Vegas. Where are you? Oh wait, yeah, we're in Siduristan. I keep forgetting that we're in Siduristan, which is so weird, and then, yeah, it just, I don't know. And yeah, a little bit downward from that little installment, you have another gold crate that you can pick up, you know, across the road from that golf cart, or golf course green area, you know. And then you can continue the rest of the way down to the palace and keep destroying fools on the way, or you can just bust right through because you're in a freaking heavy tank.
Go across by foot.
Ooh, it's pretty high. Good thing I don't have a problem.
In here you can pick up the VSS or the PP2000, or you get access to the last collectible on this map, which is super, super cool, the UMP-45, which is unbelievably awesome. It's used by the Mercs, aka the Mercenaries, and it's a good gun. It's suppressed just like all the SMGs in this game. 60 rounds, and it just does work. And I think I'm gonna run around with BP2000 because I love this little gun. It's just another buzzsaw. I mean, all the guns in this game are buzzsaw. They have like double their normal ammo capacity and like 3 times their normal rate of fire, which is just amazing. I'm gonna take some time, take out this last RPG, or this last tank with an RPG, or an AT-4, as it actually is. And they blew out the bridge, which, again, super cool. I found that really cool the first time I saw this. Actually, every time I see it, I find it super cool the way they blow up the bridge, and how that adds some unique challenge. You're going across this wide-open section, trying not to get, killed as you're dealing with, turrets and other soldiers and shit. It's just so much fun. I love this section so much. I love this map so much. I cannot say enough good things about, how much nostalgia I hold for this map and for this game in general. Like, people generally say, oh, this is my childhood, this is my childhood. Well, this is literally my childhood. I have probably played through this game like 600 or 700 times. Well, probably not, I don't know. One thing I am surprised by is how much worse I am at sniping than I was back when I used to play this game more often. Well, I guess that's what they call rust. Not being as good as something when you don't do it as often. What would you know? I'm even, susceptible to that because I'm human. And also it's a video game, so it doesn't really matter. And normally I would snipe these guys out of the machine gun and out off of the that little barrack they have over off to the right, but since I don't have that, I'll just shove a rocket down their throat because I'm Action Man.
I think it's the president.
What's he saying?
Maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like he's asking for help.
What kind of help?
I don't know. I think he's locked himself inside the safe room, and he can't get out.
We'll get him out of there. Let's find him. Come on.
Wow! This is an actual palace. It's like
Versailles?
no.
Buckingham Palace?
No!
Disneyland?
What's it called? Xanadu.
The last section of the map, you blow your way through all those baddies, take out all those mercenaries, get inside the throne room, find another gold crate over here off in the back, and then we are set on our way for the last cutscene. I will see you guys later. Stay smart, stay safe,
Found some more gold.
enjoy.
Our future's looking more auriferous by the minute.
Doors open!
Впрочем, дямьи, дидья мургачу пулатье. Брэджи бин пирлистим пигги. Видишь, муньяр, хоч маняре.
He thinks we're not being nice. Something about an enema, I think, and he doesn't want to come.
Oh, he done pissed me off. What you... somebody translate this for me. What you really want isn't the question here.
Yeah, I got it. Presidentia. Yeah, Excellentia.
Let me try. Your Excellency, Mr. President's call?
Haggard, no, you don't speak Serdish. Shut up.
I am in no need of Vitlish translation. My English is whole immaculate
Well, then you'll have no problem understanding this. We have come to bring you in.
Bring you in.
Just you?
Just us.
For puny military.
For puny military.
Damn it, Haggard!
For puny military is no invasion, is trespassing.
Mike 1 Juliet, this is Bravo 1 Charlie. We have the package. Repeat, we have the package. Request immediate extraction. Over.
Bravo 1 Charlie, this is Mike 1 Juliet. Leave the package. Repeat, leave the package. And you're not gonna like this, Sergeant, but extraction is denied. Over.
Denied. What do we have to do to get the bird here? Over.
I hate to tell you this, boys, but it's not gonna happen. We're going for deniability. You're on your own. Over.
What do you mean we're on our own? How do we get out? Over.
Any way you can. This isn't my call, boys. There's nothing I can do. They're telling me to cut you loose. I'm sorry. Out.
So it's like that then. Fellas, they're leaving us hanging out to dry.
Ah, shit. Now we're never getting out of here.
I may have means for our escape.
Our escape?
I'm afraid the father of Sidaristan people now has no other recourse than exile. It was a mistake to request the services of these mercenaries.
Hang on a minute. The Legionnaire is holding you here?
Well, since I could not deliver the amount of gold he requested, he has appropriated my nation. But I will prevail. The Sidaristan people will rise up and demand the return of their beloved father.
This guy's funny when he's in a hallucinogenic rage. And what's more, he may come in handy.
Yeah, right, like tits on a bull.
Well, just shut up already and tell us how to get out of here.
Now, this is stately transportation for VIP. Quite improper for your unhygienic, smelly bum-bums.
What about the unhygienic decor? I mean, is that a mirror ball? Although I have to confess, a hot tub is a very nice touch. Now, let me see how you fly this.
Hold on. Get out of that seat.
No fun.
Preston, show us your stuff.
Preston, you the man.
I'll give it a shot. So there we were, crammed in a pimped-out Russian hind with a megalomaniac and a rack full of bad CDs. Left to die by our superiors, and with the world's deadliest army using us for target practice. It wasn't the first time I'd flown a chopper, but the circumstances were sorta special.